According to Bellock's 2015 article on a child's life expectancy being cut short because of obesity, she talks about how for the first time in over 200 years, this generation of children has a shorter life expectancy than their parents. While obesity is not a new and or uncommon issue, it's something we tend to ignore, especially when it comes to our children, because we don't want to admit they have the issue. It's our job to understand the cause and effects childhood obesity has and developing solutions to these problems. Last thing you want is your children to grow up riddled with disease when they could have prevented. What are some causes? First cause would be overeating. All overeating is eating the excess amount of calories, especially when it comes to children. Easy to lose track how much you're eating. According to Mayo Clinic 2022 on childhood obesity, high caloric foods such as fast food, sugary drinks, and baked goods are the main culprits when it comes to overeating. Second cause would be reduced physical activity. When a child overeats, they tend to gain a little bit of weight and start moving less. So the cycle of eating too many calories and those excess calories being translated as fat is only accelerated as a result. Now the third cause. The third cause is something that is beyond the child's and even parents' control. According to the Mayo 2020 article on childhood obesity, they talk about how these low-income households tend to have lack of variety and options when it comes to stores and foods as a result. These low-income neighborhoods and households tend to lean towards highly processed foods with long shelf lives, so they don't lose money buying these foods. Because healthy food, unfortunately, doesn't have the longest shelf life. And what are some effects? Short term would be high blood pressure, hypertension, either one, same thing. Short term, it's some aches, pains here and there, joint pain, stomach aches, nothing too crazy. But long term, it leads to even more severe health issues. Talk about those later. The second would be type 2 diabetes. According to a VitaGene 2022 article on obesity and diabetes, increased levels of fatty acids and inflammation leads to insulin resistance. So as a result, the body needs insulin some other way, resulting in type 2 diabetes. We don't want our child to have type 2 diabetes when we could have easily prevented it. The last fact, the most severe one, would be death. We don't want our child to struggle with obesity and eventually die just because they weren't taught how to eat healthy and how to be healthy. It's not just physically, but mentally. Now, how do we change that? How do we change a child's unhealthy habits? Well, first, we start off with the example. According to the CDC 22 health article, children learn by watching. If you're not doing healthy things, they're not doing healthy things. Start off with the plate. What does healthy diet look like? According to a Harvard 2015 health article, children are eating from 16 to 2200 calories. That plate should look like half veggies, quarter lean meat, quarter fiber. You choose what that is. Second would be exercise. Also, according to the CDC 22 childhood obesity article, you have to get involved, as we said before, but you need to make creative ways so your child looks forward to exercising, not just by making them run and force them. This does not lead to healthy habits, only makes them dread the activity. Lastly, would be establishing a healthy relationship with food. Like us, children have feelings as well. When these healthy habits or relationship with food can be as simple as, limiting the food they eat just because they're bored, or when they're sad and they lean toward foods for comfort. Short term, that's okay. Long term, that's not. We gotta find healthy outlets for them to go to when they're feeling down. Now, we can help prevent children to growing up riddled with disease like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and high blood sugar. It can eventually lead to death. Just instilling a couple healthy habits that we talked about earlier. By doing so, not only will our children be physically healthy, but also mentally healthy.